What's up, everybody? This is Joey, and we're back again with another timeless message for you guys, okay? Keep in mind that this is general reading, okay? So it may not apply. It may or may not apply, okay? So I just ask that you guys go with the flow, you know? If it applies, let it apply. If it does not apply, just let it fly, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what timeless message we have for you here today. I use this miniature wisdom of the oracle deck right here, and I'm gonna also maybe use the sage oracle and get you some advice from this notebook oracle, and then a good thing. Okay, so excuse me, let's see what we got here for you guys. Okay, the first card that I pulled was why. Okay, why? So I feel that there's something in your life that you're questioning, okay? What this card, intuitively, what this card like makes me feel is that there's something good that may be transpiring or taking place or trying to take place within your experience. But I feel that some of you guys may be in a bit of disbelief, okay? I feel that some of you guys may not fully understand what is going on, and you maybe want to ask questions, or you may just not believe what is happening, because maybe you may be the type of person that needs like scientific proof, or you may need to know exactly why, why did this happen? Why did that happen? And what's, why certain things take place. And sometimes it's like when something is coming to our lives and when things change for the good or bad, it's like there's really no way for you to really know, why something is changed, like why some success came to your life, or why XYZ took place, Sometimes I feel in these situations that it's best for you to go with the flow. Go with the flow instead of questioning or doubting or trying to look for answers to prove that something is right. Like, I feel that somebody may be the type of person who, like, if somebody tells them, this good thing is going to happen in your life, and instead of them like believing it, they may say, well, how do you know that? Show me proof. Or they might need proof, This is one of those situations that I'm getting from this is like, there's a lot of questions that may be being answered. Instead of enjoying the moment and going with the flow, there's a lot of questions that are being answered. It's like, instead of being worried about questions, let's go with the flow and see how things unfold and see where this magical journey takes us, and enjoy the journey instead of focusing on the what, when, hows, and wheres, The next card we have is time to go, okay? I feel that also in this situation, some of you guys, instead of allowing things to naturally flow and move forward, you may be looking for closure, I feel that sometimes we get caught up in wanting to have closure and thinking that we need to have a specific type of closure within a situation. So let's say if it's a relationship that you're in that is not working, or let's say if your partner or even a friend or even a job, like somebody betrayed you on the job, caused you to lose your job, or your best friend caused you to lose your relationship, or the person who you were with betrayed you, and then instead of accepting things the way they are and forgiving everybody and moving on, let's say if the other party doesn't give you that closure, doesn't tell you why, let's say if that person doesn't give you an explanation, it's like, are you gonna just stay hung up in that moment? Are you gonna stay trapped in that whole experience because of the other person is not cooperating with you? This is a situation here where I feel that it's time to stop asking questions, time to stop I know some people feel that you feel that you need closure, but the only thing that you really need is yourself. The only thing that you really need is the fact that you're alive, you're well, you're healthy. You've experienced a lesson, you learned a lesson, and now you're able to move forward. Okay? Let's see what else we got here. Treasure Island. Look what we got here. So while we're spending time like needing closure, needing to know why, needing to know why this didn't happen, why this ended, needing to know why is blessings coming into my life? What did I do? You know, while we're wasting time worried about the whys, it's like we are moving towards a happy new like discovery on our journey, this journey that we call life. We're moving towards an abundant event in our lives. So it's like, are you going to stay hung up with something in the past just because maybe you didn't find closure, or maybe you're not used to receiving abundance? You're not used to good things happening, you know? You're not used to being successful. You're not used to things going in your favor. Instead of being hung up in that, we need to go with the flow and move forward. It's time to go. It's time for you to leave from that space, that mental space, that energetic space. It is time for you to stop asking questions and just moving forward and allowing yourself to experience. That is the most important thing here, is to allow yourself to experience, okay? Allow yourself to experience the beauty that is trying to be birthed into your life, you know? This beauty is trying to come into fruition, to existence. And it's like, when we hold on to the past, or we allow ourselves to stay stagnant, wondering, well, why this person did this to me? Why this happened? Why da-da-da-da? Why is this changing? Why isn't things always going bad for me? Da-da-da. While we're worried about that, we could be missing out on a beautiful new experience that we can, you know, that's going to bring us abundance, that could bring us true love, that can bring us better finances, that could also put us in a better mental space, could give us better health, you know? Let me see what could possibly be stopping us from moving forward. Let me see if I can get something to give me a little clue as to why some of us may have some hang-ups. Okay, unconditional love. So we got unconditional love here. So I feel that some of us are too hard on ourselves, you know? Some of us hold ourselves to too high of a standard that it's just unrealistic for us to meet those standards, you know? Some of us are too hard on ourselves when we make mistakes, or when we end up in situations that don't go to our liking, or that don't turn out well. We blame ourselves, and then we feel the need to punish ourselves. And this is a time when we don't need to punish ourselves. We need to exercise healthy love, you know, for ourselves. We need to exercise unconditional love, like the message here says, unconditional love. That means you have compassion for yourself. You're having compassion for others, regardless of who is in this scenario, who's in this situation with you. You forgive them, you know? I'm not saying you got to go to their house, or, you know, live with them or whatever, and get on your knees and say, I'm so sorry, I forgive you. No, none of that. I'm just saying, you know, you can do it in the comfort of your own home or your sacred space, whatever. Release the energy, forgive them for the part that they played in whatever experience. Like I said, it may not be a specific person. It could be a specific person, or it could be like a situation, like a job or anything like that, okay? Like a school situation that didn't work out to your favor, okay? It could be anything. But forgive the other party, and then forgive yourself also for the part that you may have played in the scenario as well. Because it's time for you to go. It's time to go. It's time for us to leave behind the past. Time for us to leave behind past ways, or whatever happened in the past. We don't need to we don't need to stay hung up, like I said, hung up on closure, you know? That's not really what's important. What's important is that you're moving towards a better experience for yourself, a more abundant experience, a more healthy, a peaceful, a happy experience. I feel that there's a lot of happiness coming with just Treasure Island. A lot of happiness here, you know? So my advice to you, even before we look at these cards, is like to allow yourself to experience this. Forgive yourself for things that happened in the past and move forward. It's time to go, you know? Let's see what other good thing we have for you. And a lot of times we stay hung up with, like, let's say if someone betrayed us in a relationship or a connection, we may stay hung up and may want to know, well, why you did this to me, why you did that to me, while that person is just living their best life, doing their best thing while your life is on hold. It's time for us to stop, you know, doing that and stop worrying about that stuff and start doing start taking the control back. That's what I'm feeling. Taking the control back and not leaving power with other people, you know, and with other situations. We have the power, you know. We have a choice. We have a choice whether or not because closure, let's say if you need to get closure, but you can't get closure because that person is not open to give you closure, or that person is not, you know, giving you that benefit. They're not helping you out that way. In that case, you need to help yourself. You need to take your power back and say, I'm gonna make my own closure, so that you can move on, because you can't stay stuck. And you can't stay stuck there. You got protection. So you guys are being protected right now. You guys are free to focus on the good things. You are free from negative forces. Exactly what we're just talking about. It's like, don't worry about why something is happening, why this happened in the past, or what if I allow myself to experience this blessing that's coming into my life. If I allow myself to do that, is something gonna happen? Is something bad gonna happen? You know, is it gonna blow up in my face this time? Don't worry about that. You're being protected, so you are free to focus on the good things. You are free from negative forces, and that's a beautiful thing. Don't take advantage of that, because sometimes we ain't. Sometimes we're just out here like sitting ducks, and people are just attacking us energetically left and right. You know, if you're being protected, be grateful for this protection and run with it. You know, take advantage of it. The next thing we got is a breakthrough. All right, this card says, finally a way through is shown. This is clarity coming into your life. This is movement. We talked about movement with time to go. It's time to move forward. A removal of an obstacle. Believe that obstacle was removed for a good thing, and then you're protected and you can move forward. You don't have to worry about any hang-ups or any pitfalls. Allow yourself to experience and enjoy the moments, enjoy the blessings. You know, life is full of ups and downs. You know, you don't have to focus on the downs all the time. Allow yourself to experience some ups. That's just too many cards. Like 8 cards from. Let me see if we can get 1 this time. But yeah, allow yourself to experience the ups. You know? Look at this. Look at this. We got time to go. You see that person is turned away, walking away. If this thing will focus today. Okay, you see the person is walking away, right? Turning around, moving. Movement. This what it is telling you guys. To walk away. Okay? It says, don't be afraid to walk away from things that either don't work or no longer working or have ended. Let me read that over, because I just butchered that. It says, don't be afraid to walk away from things that either don't work, are no longer working, or have ended. Nothing is meant to last forever. When the movie credits are rolling, it's time to leave the theater and start another movie. So it's time to go. Don't be in the movie theater reading all the credits, reading who produced it, who sung the soundtrack. You can Google that later if you want to, but don't be sitting in there, you know, waiting for the people to come in to see who's gonna sweep up the popcorn that people have wasted, who's gonna clean the seats off. You know, we don't need to do that. When it's time to go, it's time to go. You know, and that's a message here. It's time for you to go. It's time to go. Walk away. Move ahead. Walk away to your abundance. A breakthrough is here for you. You're being protected. These are blessings that you can take advantage of. Blessings that you are free to fully experience without worrying about any outside negative influence. You know, any outside external forces that could try to come and mess up the program. This is stuff that you can indulge in, and you could actually experience and just be free to be happy with. There's change. 1555 just popped up, so there's change. It's time for a big, huge, positive change in your life, okay, if you're open to it. Time to go, walk away. Don't ask questions. Don't sit and read the credits. Don't be waiting for nothing. Don't be trying to wait for the movie to repeat itself again. Just get up out of the movie theater and go out and go into another movie. Write your own script this time. You know, write your own script. Hire your own, do a casting call. Hire your own cast, you know. It's time for you to create something beautiful, okay, if you're open to it. And that's the message that I have for you guys today. If you like this message, like and subscribe, okay. And I wish you guys all the best, okay. And I wish you guys continued love, success, protection, abundance, okay. Thank you guys so much. Ciao.